Hello, everybody, and welcome to this YouTube session. Today, I'm going to be talking about a new visa that has been introduced especially for Indians. And the interesting thing about this visa is that it is for those who are living outside Australia, that is, Indians who are not onshore at this time. So, the visa I'm talking about is called a Work and Holiday Maker visa, and the subclass for the visa is 462. Now, interestingly, according to an arrangement with Australia and India, there will be a limit of 1,000 visas per year. And this is the first time this visa is going to commence from the 16th of September 2024. Now, what is this visa about? First of all, it's a 1 year multiple entry visa wherein the applicants between the age of 18 to 30, 30 inclusive, can live, holiday, and work anywhere in Australia. There is absolutely no restriction on the areas where you can live and work, the cities where you can live and work, and the nature of employment that you can take up. The qualification requirement is bare minimal. It's just a tertiary qualification, that is at least a 2 year qualification after 10 plus 2, which can be a 2 year ITI, which can be a 2 year diploma or a bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD, and so on. The English proficiency required for this visa is also very basic. It is functional level English, which is only overall 4.5 band section in the IELTS test. The funds required are somewhere between 5,000 Australian dollars to 7,000 Australian dollars. Now, the interesting thing is, this is the first visa of its kind wherein you do not need any kind of job offer or sponsorship by any employer in Australia. Also, some countries in this under this visa require the government to provide a letter of support. However, Indians have been exempted from this requirement. So basically, you do not need any kind of support from anyone. If somebody between the age of 18 and 30 with basic qualification and basic English proficiency, you're good to go. Now, this under this visa, you can work in any occupation with any employer for up to a maximum of 6 months. After that, you have to change your employer. That's one condition you need to abide by. And a lot of people are looking at this visa as a lottery system visa. It is not a lottery system visa because under the lottery system, they randomly pick up anybody. However, this is a ballot visa. Now, why it is a ballot visa? Since India is a very large country and has a huge population, the Australian government is very clear in the understanding that a lot of applicants will be putting up the applications for this visa. Now, they will be selecting the applicants through the ballot system. So, in order to apply for this visa, the basic fee that you need to pay is only $25. After that, the government of Australia will be conducting the invitation rounds and selecting the applicants who will be allowed to go ahead and lodge their visa application. So I would say that it's not a lottery system because they would definitely have some criteria in mind while selecting the applicants, and the presentation of your application would matter a lot. Now, a question that can come to your mind is that, okay, obviously, let's say there's a person with a PhD or somebody with a BTech qualification versus a person who's just done a diploma in civil engineering. Obviously, somebody with a BTech or a higher English proficiency would stand more chance as compared to someone with less English proficiency. Absolutely not. The Immigration Department of Australia is mindful of the fact that the basic criteria for this visa is bare minimum. Therefore, they are not going to be selecting applicants based on whether they have a higher English proficiency or higher level of qualification or not. Somebody with an ITI would stand just as good chances with somebody as an MTech. Again, the important thing is presentation of a file will matter a lot. Now, this is where the real challenge lies. That is, anybody is free to put up an application, but if your application is poorly represented or presented, your chances of being selected in the ballot reduce significantly. Therefore, it is very important that your application is very comprehensively prepared so that your chances of being selected through the ballot are maximized. And also, another interesting thing about this visa is that you can also study while being in Australia on this visa. You can study for any course that is not longer than 4 months duration. And most important thing, once you've lived in Australia on this visa, you can also apply for a second work and holiday visa, and thereafter you can also apply for a third work and holiday maker visa, provided you comply with the requirements for the second work holiday and the third work holiday visa. So the applications for this visa are going to begin on the 16th of September, and the invitation rounds can be conducted anytime, maybe by the end of September or October. You need to get in touch with us ASAP. Do call us on 78498 or email us on inquiries@caanwings.com, and we'll be happy to get back to you with free eligibility advice. That'll be it for today. Until next time, bye bye and take care.